fruit that you bear to God is in your shepherding of other people. That's the fruit you bear to God. So you can say, oh, my gift is to dance. Okay? Now, that dancing is not the work of God. Who are you mentoring? Are you mentoring somebody? When you start mentoring people, that is when you are bearing fruit. Yeah, and you can mentor people after your kind. You may be a singer, and you can get somebody who you are mentoring, not just to sing, but to be a Christian. And you're training the person. And that should be our mindset. Because the spirit of fatherhood covers the entire church. It comes from above, and then it disseminates, it goes down. It goes down. That is what it means to serve with your father in the gospel. So share the burden of shepherding. Shepherding. So there are some of you that sometimes are given the task of calling people, following up on them. Now, how you do it will determine whether you are really have that shepherding mentality. Because sometimes you do it as a duty to get it off your shoulders. You are not really concerned about the person. Okay? It's not, the person is not your concern, but you are doing it because they say, do it. Yes. Yes. But you see, serving with your father in the gospel is when you take care of your father's sheep. There's a place for that. David was taking care of his father's few sheep. And he was risking his life for the father's few sheep. No wonder God promoted David to shepherd Israel. See, God doesn't just promote people like that. He will first ask you to take care of somebody's sheep. Moses was taking care of his father-in-law's sheep. Through that, he had an encounter. And then he was promoted to lead Israel. So your attitude when you are taking care of your father's sheep. Saul got a kingdom when he was looking for his father's lost donkeys, not his own donkeys. And it got to a point they had combed the whole area. They could have returned. But the servant said, Saul said, is there no prophet here that we can inquire? And they had to make an extra journey because the donkeys were not his donkeys, though. They were his father's watching him. If you serve with your father in the gospel, God will raise you. Yes. And God will raise you. It's a principle. So Elisha was introduced as the one who poured water on the hands of Elijah. He had a double portion. He was able to monitor the movement, the spiritual movement of his father. The guy was so connected. It's a heart-to-heart connection. There are people who can monitor the spiritual movements of their father. When God is lifting your father, you will know. When there's a change in levels, you will know. Because when you see your father go up, it means you receive double. And there are some people who are blind, like Lot. The word Lot means veiled. Lot saw Abraham. He couldn't see Abraham. And the two are different. There are two different levels. Lot worked with Abraham. But he left before Abraham could become Abraham. And Abraham was a better state than Abraham. But Lot missed it because he was blind. So it's a heart-to-heart connection, and you must have that. And you get that heart-to-heart connection when you share in the burden of the ministry. The burden of shepherding. Shepherding is not an easy thing.